The parable of the Good Samaritan in Luke 10:25-37 is often misunderstood because people assume that Samaritans were a completely different people from the Israelites. However, historical and biblical evidence proves that the Samaritans were indeed Israelites. Who were the Samaritans? To understand who the Samaritans were, we must go back to the history of ancient Israel. Originally, all Israelites were united as one kingdom under King David and King Solomon. However, after Solomon's death, the kingdom split into two. 1. The northern kingdom of Israel. This included the 10 northern tribes such as Ephraim, Manasseh, and others. The capital of this kingdom was Samaria. 2. The southern kingdom of Judah. This included the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, with Jerusalem as its capital. The northern kingdom was called Israel and the southern kingdom was called Judah. This split created division between the two, and over time the northern kingdom turned away from worshipping at the temple in Jerusalem. The Assyrian conquest and the Samaritans. In 722 BCE, the Assyrian Empire invaded and conquered the northern kingdom of Israel. This caused many Israelites from the northern kingdom to be taken into exile, but not all. The Assyrians to bring foreigners into the land to mix with the remaining Israelites. 2 Kings 17:24-41. The Israelites who remained in the land intermarried with these foreigners, which caused their descendants to be seen as impure by the southern kingdom of Judah. These mixed Israelites became known as Samaritans because they lived in the region of Samaria, the former capital of the northern kingdom of Israel. The Samaritans were still Israelites. Even though Samaritans were viewed as different by the Jews of the southern kingdom of Judah, they were still descendants of the original Israelites. The Bible itself proves this in several ways. 1. The Samaritans claimed descent from Jacob, Israel. In John 4:12, a Samaritan woman told Jesus, "Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us this well?" This proves that Samaritans identified Jacob, Israel, as their ancestor. 2. The Samaritans followed the Torah. The Samaritans accepted the first 5 books of Moses, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, as their scripture. They followed the law of Moses just like the Jews of the southern kingdom of Judah. 3. The Samaritans worshipped the God of Israel. In 2 Kings 17:27-28, the Assyrian king sent an Israelite priest to teach the people of Samaria how to worship the God of Israel properly. This proves that even after the exile, the Samaritans were still connected to the faith of Israel. 4. The Samaritans had their own temple to the God of Israel. Instead of worshipping at the temple in Jerusalem, southern kingdom of Judah, they built their own temple on Mount Gerizim, believing it was the correct place of worship. This was not the temple of a foreign people. It was a temple to the same God worshipped by Israelites. Why did the southern kingdom of Judah and the Samaritans hate each other? If Samaritans were Israelites, why did the southern kingdom of Judah, Jews, hate them? The Jews believed they were the pure Israelites because they had not intermarried with other nations. The Samaritans were seen as corrupt because of their intermarriage with foreigners after the Assyrian exile. The Jews worshipped in Jerusalem, southern kingdom of Judah, while the Samaritans worshipped at Mount Gerizim, leading to religious disputes. This was not a matter of race, it was a political and religious division, but in God's eyes, the Samaritans were still Israelites. The meaning of the Good Samaritan parable. Now that we know Samaritans were Israelites, let's look at the parable. A Jewish priest walked past the injured man and did nothing. A Levite, another religious leader, also ignored him. But a Samaritan, an Israelite from the northern kingdom, stopped, helped, and showed mercy. Jesus used this story to show that true Israelites are those who follow God's commandments with love, mercy, and justice, not just those with the right title. The Samaritan acted righteously, proving that he was a true Israelite in God's eyes. Conclusion: the Samaritans were Israelites. The historical, biblical, and logical evidence all prove that Samaritans were Israelites. They were descendants of the northern kingdom of Israel. They worshipped the same God and followed the same Torah. They claimed Jacob, Israel, as their ancestor. They were only rejected by the southern kingdom of Judah because of political and religious differences. The Good Samaritan was an Israelite, both by blood and by his righteous actions. Jesus' parable teaches that being a true Israelite is not about a title, it is about how you live. This truth is undeniable based on history, logic, and scripture.